our dream, our ideal, is to use these awards as platforms to launch innovation, deep thinking, social intelligence, and impact in a space that so desperately needs to have fresh ideas and deep thinkers work hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder with civil society.
Because I had personal experience of the need. So I understood what it meant to sit for those hours in those queues. If I don't try and solve this problem, or I leave this halfway, then more people won't get easy access to healthcare products or their chronic medication. So for me, the need was greater. That what really drove me to say, this idea can impact not only Sizwe and his grandparents, but the community of Kailicha, the community of Kuguletu, Nyanga, Soweto, KZN, and more people in South Africa.
There really is a sense in the room that these awards have identified individuals, agencies that share that collective commitment to building a better South Africa.
This kind of work is vocational. You need to believe that these kids are amazing and you need to never give up on them. But what I can say about our facilitators is that they have incredible courage and they give 150% of themselves, and that's made all the difference.
There's something deeply resonant amongst the group that people are here, they're here to stay, they're here to build, they're here to develop, and one day they want to be proud to walk the streets of that which they've built.
Accessing quality career guidance in South Africa varies between private and public schools. Research shows that specifically public schools that are in quintile 1 to 3 are not getting good quality career guidance. After the devastating event of University of Johannesburg, where a stampede actually had a victim of 1 parent and 17 learners, we decided to solve this problem through grassroots solution that gives quality career guidance to primarily township and rural schools. We built this solution called Grades Match. Grades Match enables learners from as early as grade 8 to grade 12 to make well-informed career decisions, exposing them to higher learning institution information, applications, and also funding opportunities.
It prevents consumption of your time. Like, instead of going around searching for varsities and all those things, searching if you really do qualify for some things and all, just go to one app.
What really drives Grades Match is the impact that it has on rural and township communities, bridging the gap between those who have lots of access to information and those who traditionally do not have information to make well-informed career decisions.
South Africa and Africa has a huge TB, HIV, diabetes as well as hypertension problem, thus meaning millions of patients having to collect their chronic medication in overcrowded government clinics.
There's a lot of ill people out there. If you see how the people are struggling and they sit in those long queues for hours.
There's no need for long queues because EASA is here. EASA is a leading last-mile logistics company which focuses on collecting chronic medication parcels and delivering them directly to the patient's doorstep. We work with communities to reduce the number of people that go into clinics, as well as encouraging adherence and making sure that people take the medication the right way.
It's helping people. People love the delivery. Actually, they love the system.
We use bicycles as our mode of transport to reduce our carbon footprint. And it also allows us to go into hard-to-reach areas, into townships, where other mode of transport cannot really access. We've grown our business by integrating digital technology, which allows us to track the parcels from the depot to the clinic and tracking it from the clinic directly to the patient's doorstep, thus making life-saving treatment accessible for everybody.
Established in 2009, Food Forward SA is a national organisation with a vision of a South Africa without hunger. With 9 million tonnes of food being wasted every year, Food Forward's focus is to rescue and redistribute food to 600 non-profits. We receive quality food destined for landfill, free of charge, from the major retailers, wholesalers and manufacturers in South Africa.
So people come from all over and it's very satisfying, and we try the best we can to give them a nourishing basket. We basically try and cover all aspects of the food spectrum.
For the past financial year, Food Forward collected 4,400 tonnes of food. Food Forward SA also uses food as a catalyst for social impact by addressing South African issues of job creation, youth unemployment and stunting in young children between the ages 0 and 6.
For me personally, and what I try and install in my staff, is that every day I go home, when I go sleep, I know that somewhere out there someone's having something to eat because of what we do.
From older siblings and parents, they're like, you'll be like, what do you do after school? Nah, I go to Lalela. Then they look at you like this, you go to Lalela, oh. So they're automatically expecting something's gonna come from you. And I think that's a huge booster from anyone.
The themes that we work in has been amazing because it's allowed us to build throughout the year towards one common goal for that year. So for this year it was how to be innovative in your thinking. Next year it's about how do I create change within myself and in the community for good.
I've learned to take the creative side, which I have, which everyone has, and try to make something out of it.
Creating friendship, collaborating with other people, teamwork, it was a big spark in my life, and it also impacted my personality to like grow out.
I feel like kids that attend Lalela, we don't think a certain way. We start thinking more outside the box because like in townships, you never really taught to be yourself. You always have to have the tough side where you can't show your emotions and stuff.
When I feel happy, I usually use green. But when I'm sad, I use more like brown.
From when I came here, like things just started changing, like behavior, like the way how I view, like look at people, way of speaking.
And how do you enter into a meaningful career is that it's through passion. And if you've never been given a chance to explore your passions, how do you know what to pursue? You know? So through our programming, we expose them creatively to so many things that they're able to find their passion. And only through passion can you work towards a career that's meaningful.
And most kids that have come out of Lalela have actually been successful, like in terms of doing something with their lives. Even those that didn't go to varsity, they're doing some things with their life, something that's important and something that's making an impact on other kids. So I think there's some sort of value that we can't even put into words that Lalela has. So that's what I want to share.
As custodians of this great democracy, we're in the room of greatness. We're in the vanguards of the voices of deep intelligence. We walk the pathways that allow South Africa to follow in their throngs and in their millions towards a better future for all. This is not a story of one or two NGOs. This is the South African story about our future. This is not about our past. This is not about even our present. This is about what our future will look like one day.